man Tony here again. I hope you're all well. Good weather's keeping up. So, the temperature today is 18 degrees Celsius. So, it's a lovely day for a ride. Today I thought I'd like to talk to you about the gear that I like to wear when I'm riding a bike. Well, the gear that I've got, not necessarily that I like to wear. I've never tried those riding jeans yet. I've always felt more comfortable in my proper leather trousers with all the knee pads and everything in that keep you safe in and off. So I've always worn those. So that's the bottom half, and I always wear riding boots as well. Currently I've got some TCX boots. I think they're called Sport Tourers. They're waterproof, or they're allegedly waterproof, although last time I was out in heavy rain my feet did get wet. Not excessively so, but they did get wet, so they're not completely waterproof, but they're okay for most of what most of the riding that I do, and they're quite comfortable too. On the top half, what I wear is mainly due to the weather, and today I've got my Triumph branded adventure style fabric jacket. The main reason I've got that is warmth and waterproof, and this time of year I'm mainly wearing it for warmth, but it also comes in handy when it's very hot as well. It's got good vents and lets a bit of airflow. But in the middle part of the season I wear a leather jacket, which can zip to my trousers. The Triumph branded adventure jacket, I'm not sure which model it is, but I got it mainly because it was quite cheap at the Triumph outlet store. I think I paid £75 for it, which is pretty good for a jacket which was in excess of £200 when it was first released. I've got a few different pairs of gloves. The ones I'm wearing at the moment are my leather summer gloves, but I've also got various other ones, but I think I've got some Spada gloves that are supposed to be waterproof and warm, which I wear when it's colder. And right at the top is my helmet. This year I've treated myself to a new showy GT Air. I like it because showies seem to fit my head quite well, and this one has a built-in internal visor which works quite well, especially being a glasses wearer. It fits right over the top without impeding with them. My previous helmet was a Shoei XR 1100, which is when I discovered that I had got a Shoei shaped head. So I find Shoei ones most comfortable for my head, I think before that I had an HJC which was okay, but compared to the Shoei, it just feels like wearing something made out of wood on your head. So I replace my helmets about every 5 or 6 years. I don't know what anybody else does, but I think this one actually said it was guaranteed for 7 years from the date of manufacture or 5 years from sale, whichever was the latest. So I think the general consensus amongst manufacturers is change them every 5 years. I just wonder whether that's more to do with making sure that they keep selling helmets rather than helmets becoming unsafe. So I'd still be happy to wear my old Shoei, but I just fancied a new one. But it was about 6 years since I got that one. Bit of train action. So that's the outer gear. I tend to wear a pair of Pro Skins like base layer on the bottom half, mainly because it makes it easier to slide your leathers on and off. I've also got a different kind of base layer at the top, which I wear when it's the hottest weather, just under my leather jacket, which again helps it make it slide on and off easily. Nothing worse than struggling around. If it does rain, then and it's summer, I've got some over trousers that are waterproof that I pull on, and I also keep a couple of plastic carrier bags to make them easier to slip on quicker. Just put the carrier bags over your boots, and then they slide nicely through the over trousers. I've also got a waterproof jacket that I can pull on over my leather one if I'm not wearing my fabric waterproof jacket. And that's just a Berghaus all-weather type rain jacket, but it fits quite well over the top of my leather jacket, and it seems to keep the rain out as well. But if I can help it, I don't like to go out in the rain. There's nothing worse than being wet, especially if you arrive somewhere and you're wet. That is just awful, sitting around in your soggy gear all day. I don't mind the cold weather so much, as long as it's dry. And there's nothing to beat a sunny, dry, crispy, frosty day in the winter to go out for a bike ride, as long as the roads are dry. I was going to say, what do you wear? Why don't you put something in the comments, but it sounds a bit pervy, so I won't say that. Unless you really feel like it, then you can. little Lotus. Lotus factory's just up this road here. So whether it was somebody who'd been back to the factory for some reason or other, or whether it was somebody out testing a new model or new modification or something, just don't know. There's the Lotus car factory up there. Not that place there, you can see that's the engineering centre, which allows small engineering companies to take an office or some workspace there. Another little Lotus coming towards us. Always fancied a Lotus. Big thing that's always stopped me in the past has been their reputation for reliability. All very well having fun, but if you get stuck out somewhere, but I think that's probably some of the older cars. I think maybe the more modern ones using Japanese engines are probably much more reliable. I did get to test drive one once. When I was still working, I was developing a biofuels business, and at the same time Lotus had got a car, I think it was the Exige model, that they'd set up to run on ethanol fuel, which is what we were planning to produce. And I managed to wangle a drive around their test track there. That was great fun. My biggest problem though on the ride around the test track was having faith in the instructor when he was telling me to go and when he was telling me to stop. Quite happy to slow down and stop when he said, but sometimes my gut was telling me we shouldn't be going this fast through these areas, until he took me out after I'd had a go and showed me that the performance was incredible through the test track. I think they said the Exige I was driving had 360 brake horsepower, which is incredible for a very small lightweight car. Just wish I could have had another go after the instructor had showed me the way round, but oh, there's another one. Yeah, I'd like to have had another go after the instructor, but he said they purposely show you what it'll do afterwards so you don't end up dumping the car in the grass somewhere and doing a load of damage and costing them a lot of money. So I've probably said enough now. I'll look forward to seeing you all next time. Not that I ever see anybody, but I'll look forward to you all watching me next time. Hope I'll have something interesting for you. So, thank you very much again. This has been Old Man Tony. Goodbye.